Shark Tank is a hit reality TV show on which aspiring entrepreneurs from all over the world pitch their business ideas to a panel of business executives who are looking for investment opportunities. Reasonably, the Shark Tank gets a lot of good ideas. In fact, quite a lot of businesses have taken off almost overnight because they got backing from the sharks. However, a lot of ideas people present on the show are good, but are just not enticing enough for the sharks and so are rejected. And some ideas are downright ridiculous. But often than not, the senses of the sharks are proven to just not be sharp enough, and they miss opportunities to jump on million-dollar ideas. Literally. In this video, we're going to be looking at 10 pitches that were rejected but later on went on to make millions of dollars. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the push notifications button to keep updated on the latest content. Without any further ado, here are 10 rejected pitches which are now so successful, the sharks very likely regret turning them down.
It's gonna be the biggest product in Shark Tank history.
1. Cell helmet. If you've ever had your phone screen cracked or broken, then you understand what inspired David Artuso and Michael Caine to build Cell Helmet. Cell Helmet is a case that would encompass your phone and make it many times more difficult for your screen to break. In addition, they would partner with big insurance companies so they could provide guaranteed fixes for any phone damage while a Cell Helmet was on it. The sharks, however, weren't enthusiastic about the Cell Helmet and thought teaming up offering guaranteed fixes was a bad idea, so they turned the duo down. Not long after, other investors rushed in to grab this amazing opportunity that the sharks missed out on. They now have a partnership with Verizon and are growing rapidly. The Cell Helmet can be found in thousands of stores across the US.
Oh my goodness, you guys are nothing burgers in this space.
2. Hycon LLC. Longtime firefighter Jeff Stroop came on Shark Tank with a wonderful idea, which had the potential to save lives during fires. His product, Hycon, was a special fire hose with a special attachment, which would allow firefighters to connect the hose to a fire hydrant about 10 times quicker than they would using the current attachments. This product saves precious seconds, which could be the difference between life and death during a fire. On the show, one of the sharks, Mark Cuban, made an offer to buy out the whole company for $1.25 million, as well as other enticing benefits for Stroop. However, after the show, the deal fell through, leaving Jeff Stroop on his own once again. Fortunately, this whole thing turned out to be a good thing for Stroop, who continued to put in more effort into his company, while leveraging on the exposure the TV show provided. Now his company is worth several millions of dollars.
Jeff, I find this kind of thing distasteful. Watching a great entrepreneur be taken advantage of. Wait a second.
3. CoatChecks. Derek Pack came on Shark Tank with CoatChecks, an idea which would revolutionize the coat checking industry. CoatChecks is a ticketless coat check system, which makes coat checking more efficient than ever. The sharks were impressed and Mark Cuban made an offer, but it was far less than Pack's original proposal, so he walked and decided to look for funding elsewhere. Now CoatChecks has been used at events like New York Fashion Week, the Super Bowl, and Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. The CoatChecks technology has also been adapted by huge companies like Uber, JetBlue, and Chase. I bet the sharks weren't expecting that.
It's that easy.
4. Econuts. Mona Weiss and Scott Shields had a wonderful product which was an eco-friendly substitute for laundry detergent. The biodegradable detergent they offered is packaged in small individual containers called nuts, which are produced using a minimal amount of plastic. A shark, Robert Herjavec, made an offer, but he was asking for more in return than the duo was willing to let go of. Despite not getting a good deal from the sharks, the company benefited largely from their appearance on the show, and since then, Econuts has made over $1 million in sales.
So you can
It's still solid.
well, you can reuse these up to 10 times.
5. Nerdwax. Nerdwax is an all-natural product manufactured using a beeswax base. It is applied to the bridge of glasses to prevent them from slipping down the bridge of your nose. When Don Hedgney and his family came on the show, he was looking for more than a financial investment. He was also seeking mentorship from Mark Cuban or Lori Greiner. Unfortunately, he left the show with neither. Things quickly started to look up for Nerdwax though. In just 72 hours after the show, they made $150,000 in sales. And by the time their episode aired, that number had risen to about $1 million.
And now, a year after our Shark Tank episode, we have just passed 1 million in gross sales.
6. Doorbot. The Doorbot was a Wi-Fi enabled doorbell, which will send an image of the person ringing it to your phone, so you don't have to go to the door to check who's there. Jamie Siminoff spent at least $10,000 preparing props for his Doorbot pitch on Shark Tank. His company's staff of 8 had also spent a month preparing for this pitch. You can imagine how devastated he must have felt when he left the show without any of the sharks investing. What made all of it worse is the comments from the sharks. They were very vocal about their belief that the Doorbot had no market traction. After Shark Tank, Doorbot sales shot up and investors started pouring in. Not too long after, Amazon bought the company for $1 billion and rebranded it to Ring. They also brought Jamie Siminoff on board as part of the team. The sharks definitely missed out big time on this one.
This?
For somebody,
in the sense that he made a huge...
Oh, I'll believe it when I see it.
7. Shrimp burgers. The Shark Tank gets a lot of pitches. And believe it or not, a lot of these pitches are food ideas. One of such is the shrimp burger. Sean Davis, aka Chef Big Shake, came on the show with his seafood adaptation of a burger, in the hopes that it would be the next big thing in the food world. The sharks did enjoy the shrimp burgers, but they weren't impressed enough to invest. However, the exposure did Chef Big Shake a lot of good. Investors rushed aboard, and now his burgers are found in over 2,500 stores across the US. Sean Davis' revenue from his burgers has grown from about $30,000 a year to over $5 million a year. I bet the sharks wish they had bitten into this tasty business venture.
You're a great guy, then buying into the business. So, I'm out.
8. Proof Eyewear. Brothers Taylor, Brooks, and Tanner Dame came on Shark Tank to pitch their handcrafted, wood-framed, environmentally friendly eyewear. The sharks were impressed, but in the end, the sharks didn't accept the deal that the brothers proposed. However, the brothers forged ahead, not allowing the disappointment to bring them down. All their efforts paid off, and now Proof Eyewear can be found in over 20 countries around the world, and it makes millions of dollars annually and is still expanding. No doubt the sharks wish they had made a better offer.
I used to give these guys wedgies when they were little. And B, they work for cheap. So that's a win-win, right?
9. Lip Bar. Melissa Butler pitched her unique line of colorful vegan lipstick called Lip Bar to the sharks, who turned her down harshly. O'Leary literally told her that the chances of Lip Bar being a business was 0. Fortunately, Melissa Butler believed in her product enough not to give up. After the show, she pitched to Target, which took her up on her offer and launched her product. Lip Bar is now an extremely profitable venture worth millions of dollars.
Where are you making these?
I actually make them by hand myself.
You make them by hand?
Yes, I didn't have...
At home?
Yes.
10. Kodiak Cakes. Joe Clark's business was inspired by his mother, who would go door to door selling her unique, healthy pancake mix. Him and his brother opened a business where they sold their mother's unique recipe as well as other products that were similarly healthy with homemade quality. They went to the sharks for the backing they needed for their business. The sharks didn't see any potential in their business and didn't even believe that the brothers had sold as much product as they said they had sold that year. So they didn't make any good offers. The sharks are sure to regret this decision, because after just a few years, the revenue of Kodiak Cakes grew to about $100 million per year.
Schierner Bear, start food flapjacks with us.
So we're going to give you guys a sample.
All right.
While the sharks are supposed to be expert investors and giants in the world of business, they have lost millions of dollars in missed investment opportunities. These cases have proven that the sharks really do not know it all. With that, we have come to the end of the show. Until next time, stay safe, guys. Bye.